Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Show-Hosts-Efo and Empress Mawusi. Ceana, helping build Everland. Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Show-Hosts-Efo and Empress Mawusi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Mado agbe inti na amashama ye magakpemi va ekba pa woneka mitonkone pa Ceana Central. Mianovi Show-Hosts-Efo ya mahoshi. Ekba pa wona enye wana tohiade ekba pa wona minu foga pla Ceana miapa shima nola. For William KUMAH, Mr. William Edem KUMAH, na waba apununami Ceana pa enya ita mada kukuna mashamba na jagbagba no ama wona na miakata mia ase miapa president Mr. William Edan Kuma pa anuma nyao ka yo nyaba agba minupuga na kama kata across minupuga na mashamba across the world ita amado eta plache ye maganyiba na togbi wa kla mo la kajiba agba mi chakaga vie play pugba na mia no bio ke omadu jodi na mashama nasa miapa president pa anumanyao mada kukunami ma ada kukunami koko adongo abale ke koshira mi wene na manya da kakwe hona shide a program yang enye bakla mia nofi mia da mia che mia pa a PRO Ceana pa PRO mama asadiji he kemiga yona pa Empress Mawusi ye wona edoya ka mia deson na mia ayide a Chicago na mia bakbi na hana ba hoshi na miaje a wana come. Ita no you are welcome to Ceana Central. Today we will be talking to the president of Ceana, Mr. William Edan Kuma. And as usual, without further ado, let me jet out to Chicago so that we can welcome the ever-present Mama Sediji, Empress Mawusi, to take her seat so that we can begin the show. Mama Mawusi, Mama Sediji, Marakuwezolo.
Akpono for Steve. Leki anaganya akpome political city man adalenke ma.
Kaya nyamanya psychedelic sweater no political city.
Well, whatever it is, you look good in it. That's just all I wanted to say. Nyasela klo nukpala modo agona minti alo. Eye manyi bana minyela momo kokom ni o kaka gba mabade. Damo fofoga ba no fi ata na mi kpo mokpokpa ma. Marakuku ma la fona mi he. Nyela momo kokom mutai. Nyama glomo fo Steve laba agba yonya michiba miafa wana nado amashama pa amashama na sanu goma na miafa presidenta mi ba mi yefugba koga kochaka bagbai. Maba magbe no for Steve buddy. Don't worry about that because miafa presidenta yefugba pifi do long money ntolo. Shigba to modo gama mi la show manchu yanya ba ofia. Ipo yefugba do le fifi ntonto. Kakana switch ko yi Vogmaha do le PPA. I mean, he's a man of all talents. And abale menya na amava view ami okote wona do yemi ko dona etana Ceana. President Yavajo, he's a wonderful man, and hey Hagaba Nonya, he also a wonderful man. You know, we cannot thank God enough for putting these wonderful people before us. Nyamaganu foga do komado gmana mi mabia mi body. Mi apa lamo de ele getting better. Mele shoba le getting better. Fifia de mi aba po bublu dodo viado na mi ako monu popo ya ha akoma wana ere na mi aga trogbo. So don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Show-Hosts-Efo and Empress Mawusi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Hello, on behalf of Ceana, in collaboration with the Our Association of Washington DC Metro Inc., it is our honor and joy to welcome you to Ceana 2026 convention. We are proud to host this historic gathering in the heart of Maryland, and we are ready to take it to a whole new level. With bold vision and unwavering commitment, we are elevating excellence in every detail, ensuring that Ceana 2026 will be unforgettable. This year's theme, Preserving Culture, Inspiring Generations, is more than a slogan. It is a promise to honor our heritage, empower our youth, and unite our global Ewe family in purpose and pride. For decades, Ceana has been the heartbeat of a people determined to celebrate their roots and shape their future. From the vibrant rhythms of Agbacha and Bobobo to the quiet wisdom of our elders, every convention has been a living tapestry of tradition, unity, and vision. Join us from September 3rd to September 7th, 2026 at Bethesda North Marriott Hotel, Maryland. Come ready to reconnect, to rejoice, and to raise funds to help build our Ewe land. This is your moment. Register early, volunteer your time and talents, give generously to fuel the future, and most of all, share the message. Let the world know that Ceana is not just alive, it is thriving. Together, we preserve culture. Together, we inspire generations. Together, with the Our Association of Washington DC Metro Inc., we build Ceana 2026. Join us to make history. Ceana 2026. Honor the past. Empower the future. Visit www.ceana2026.org for more information. See you there.
Ceana 2026.
Yes.
Welcome you. DMV.
Yes.
Ceana
Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Show-Hosts-Efo and Empress Mawusi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Adoli, the title of the program, one of Willia. He's a special person. I like a adjective came as any. William Magonia.
But people like
I
thought he was a special man. Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm never sure it will be a special man's show, man. Eta Egba of you, Egba, I'm never sure it's a special man's show. Eta Aba for Williado, Dona Yobuba, by young Oxford Dictionary. Happy never ba Dona Logba, Dodi Aba,
not happy pinto.
Yeklo Micho and Mochia Bukatavako there.
I didn't say all that.
Yo, yes, I don't give a Yanami, you're not gonna meet you. Can you go Macpiva? Macpiva, Kajava, Papa, I love man who go with a Macpiva.
Well, it is my honor to invite onto the program the only president that has a little group of the Global Association, a little group of people that have dedicated to just donating money on behalf in his name. Questions you have le commercial Gavon. Let's welcome onto the platform our president, Efo William Edem Kuma Mikpashine Miado Wizonelo. Where's the Ceana Central G?
Yo, Mazara Myang, Mama said.
Yo, always good to see you.
Pleasure.
Yala mama kokomola gata ba mo processing ba ma dogo ba.
Akbalo, awela doji, maula dosun.
Yes.
Apaye ma.
Always on here.
Dollar na tera.
Akba.
Mr. Special Man, Marakula.
We're all special. You guys are special. The Ewe community, very special.
Yes.
Hey, I can't believe Agba is already the 17th of the month already. Oh, but when 2026, I do fumulo Tiffy like who hey,
I love a good.
like all about Mr. President.
Oh, I'm here for Abalena Glena. Yovuba, it's galloping. The days are just galloping. Gakak Bakumia dana Mawusi Vinto. Macho Monko Poya. Nama Anna Badudura Miakata, Alomadu Kata, Mana Apaye. Mia of Fuma Paye Nami Mabia Maufa Amanuava Bia for Zobanue ba Wanokumi Kata Payama Dolalo Natera Hanto Munyunama Abokadrika Lamasan Mabia Namiakata Amau nya Badudura Bamiapa Hababo la Juvoma, la State Juvo, Nsa na Doma, the cow ha na a Domiama, hello, adu to the Miama, and Miapa Hapon Gobai. Ma at so monko boya ha. Nama Abiaba Miawo, a minute of silence for Mr. Johnson Awuma. Hafi pura na wung pura ngi muga masiba Nyanovi Nyafo Mr. Awuma Mava Anonyo. Lo mavale miadu Yehowa ayue ko alla jujom la mau pa abom ka ahunya glamidia Mr. Umanya ma vaviare na Ceana awudo na Ceana ay nyanya magara Ceana fa habobo fa nwo na uma in 2011, Hafi Mr. Awuma was the treasurer for Ceana, if not the treasurer, the financial secretary for Ceana. Opa Mr. Adigbate, Yewodo, Opa Miapa Ganya Oji, and Agba Malamiamo, Mabiaba Nyako Gaupura Kako. Adata Emia Biaba Epanuvo na Adzola Ntifafam. A minute of silence, please. May his soul rest in everlasting peace. Akbar. Baraku Miela Afma.
Mieli. Yeah, Mr. President, thank you so much. That is a very sad news we received this morning. Gaka Ubamawe Nanaye Mawe Ga Ohonata. We hope he is resting peacefully in the bosom of our Lord.
Amen.
Kamiaku Wanako EJ. For Steve.
Asper ani manyaba Suffolk School Chicago Zande on had veto Chicago.
Steve. You know what? Cut it out. Can we go with
the because Papa and 24 Alakaji. He's going to be carrying the show alive on Ever 24. We welcome all those on Ever 24. We welcome all of you to the show. Mr. President, Marku, hello, Mr. Special Man, Marku, Ning, Nyavelia Novinya, Epeyama, hello, Yeva Hojia, call one, do to Ama. But no me cause yanaya, manya STI, baby, a biamio, but no cause yanaya. Ye nado kogave de ye nado woga alo ye jijiga ba ya lead miaba Ceana in some direction de maraku la kuku dada mara miabiaba nuka ye la jiji no ka you go no your yomba your agenda ye kokova hoshia ha
akpa for Steve ma a chumon kwa adak bene miao ha mama Empress mama Saduji the crew Dr. Wanyo Mr. Lawrence Dagadu and all the other folks that work behind the scenes carrying forward this media platform. Akbenami nyagba badzege be nyado alomi be do agoma miedzea ikanya nyapa Ceana Central TV na alika sasie na do na yiji mia agbadzege adolomi ka matroida bia hike na biam matroida bia magbo yenya nyapa habobo Council of Other Associations of North America, and it's incorporated. Tarojiam haboboya shi nyapa tarojim yenyanka tarojim wanya ba nyadza ba nyoha nyapa prince na anoni anova nyigmaji ba ka na nye gavalio nya tobia view na global a hell you no view you fu you dao wona you forget over yenya kai ai mi ko hare fia global hwonwo bia ye ya odu da nya gbagba dzemba dohio mi afu kle mi dao dzagoma ikanya habobo ya nya twiro ala gbegbebere mia view yo le mia yoma ple mia tobia view le mia yoma na mia gla ha dia wonya ha ike anote atanwo amado alo amagbedo yenya ha tarojim amama ha mia adovire mia no awfo ka agenda alo mihio magbrovai will aflima they are in line and I talked about a strategic plan and I'm going to switch a little bit. I talk about the strategic plan for this organization that is being streamlined and will be placed before the governing authorities, which is core. However, once core sees that and approves of the strategic plan, it would now be in the public domain. Gak some members from the core are looking at some of the things that we have put down. Dokumyepo akwe na o dashireju ehimia akoji afia ma global jinwan ame hamiel lakaka jinuya kle keme bona nabe awunwa kamye wodo to agbalamanchi ahakona ko na o dashireji kaka tarojinwa na habobo yenya nka vavieto yenya nyapa kobanyao alaba nya tarojin nya ai gbaglo cho ai mi dakovasora gba yenya fika emia po koba dele alomia no koba pomle our source of revenue for the organization. We have solely dependent we've been dependent on the various organizations or the associations to fund our activities and set the organization up for success. But there's a limitation to that, right? We all know that that we cannot do it by ourselves solely. And so what we're doing is reaching out to organizations or philanthropic organizations, bigger organizations out there that will come to our aid. And so some communications have gone up. We now have to establish ourselves with these institutions and organizations. They have to know us, what we're doing. We have to show them what we have done in the past. So it's a process. It's not something that's going to happen today or tomorrow. Some of it will happen quick. Some of it will be a midterm, which is a little bit longer, and some of it will be longer term. And so that's where the main focus is for the organization. But apart from the money or the revenue generation for the organization itself, we have to build it to have structures. We need to have policies that would guide us in what we do. And we have some policies in place. This is not a suggestion in any way that we're running or we've had an organization without policies. No, far from that. The KUMAH-PRESIDENT, we are getting bigger. And as we're getting bigger, the responsibilities and the outlook is also getting greater. And so we are working to make sure that we have all the policies and documents what we need to be doing and how we want the organization to be for us, right? So that's what we're working on currently. And at the same time, we're working towards the upcoming convention. There is a saying that a trout in a pot is better than a salmon in the sea, meaning we have something in the pot that is cooking. We cannot leave that and not put fire underneath and make sure that that fish is cooked properly for us. And then be looking to see, yes, there is a bigger thing in the ocean, let's look on that. No, what we're doing is we're focusing on both. We're doing both. What is before us today is a convention. In a very short time, the convention will be here. We're just talking about how fast time is moving away from us. The Mawusi convention, we're working seriously to make sure that it is as successful as ever. That is coming up in Washington, beside the in Washington, D.C. In September 3rd through September 7th. There are so many logistics, there are so many things that need to be done to make sure that it's very successful. Now, one of the things that I am here to plead with our community to help us with is help us make it successful. How can you do that? Register, make that commitment. If you love someone, you will have to be there for that person at all times. Anytime the person needs you, you have to be there. And that's what we've done in our personal lives. We love our families. We're there for them. They're sick. We take them to the hospital. They are in good times. We celebrate with them. It is the same thing here. If we love this organization and we're about to have a convention and we want it to be successful, all we're saying is be there for us, register on time or register in time so that those who are organizing and making sure that all the logistics are in place for a successful convention will be done in a timely manner. So I know everybody loves this organization, else you wouldn't come or you wouldn't be there. We just want you to show it. I think I've said quite a bit. I'm not sure if I've answered all the questions, but we have some time, so I'll pause.
Yo, Mr. President, Maraku Akbar, about a trout in a pot is better than a salmon in the sea. Kakbahambi Gapo, Nialakayane. Me fishing how you get when you're Agbaman on a gabo. Mr. President, Maraku Manyaba, you watched last week's show. Abna Agba Miyako Dam to elect Miyapa next treasury. There were some opinions, although perspectives, although were shared on Manyaba. It was campaign talk per se. Gakra, it may cast a little shadow on what Ceana does in terms of Miyapa policies and Miyapa processes. Empress, we try to redirect that conversation to some level of clarity. Manyaba, there's quite a lot of people listening to us and watching us today. Would you mind using this opportunity to clarify how Ceana functions in terms of our policies and in terms of our reporting processes so that everybody, because you just talked about fundraising, and we know about people give us money with the confidence that we would invest it appropriately. So I want everyone to be very clear as to what Ceana stands for, our policies and our processes, so that it can be very clear in their minds what Ceana does and stands for.
Okay. Akbar, thank you very much. As you know, we are a charitable organization. Our mission is fourfold. We are an advocacy organization. We advocate on behalf of our people, where we come from, which is, and we coined the word and we've been saying Everland, meaning the three geographical locations that you would locate us. That's where we started with. So Ghana, Togo, Benin is what's in our constitution. So we try, to muster resources and help develop where we all hail from. Now, in terms of policy, currently, as I indicated, that is our territory, right? By the provisions that we have created, Ghana, Togo, Benin, these three, that's where we have concentrated over the years. Now, in terms of policy, financial policy, we have structured the organization such that every single penny that comes into this organization is used purposely for these projects. We don't use these funds for anything else other than development. Either it's committed to doing a school facility for a small village that doesn't have it at all. It could be a library. It could be a facility that was serving as a health center and had collapsed. And then we've gone back and renovated or rebuilt it into a vibrant health community center for the people. We can talk about giving access, a footbridge that is actually linking communities together for them to be able to have livelihoods. And so many of these things, projects, which we are actually working right now and putting all these projects into a documentary for our people's consumption. Now, how do we handle finances? I think it's what the question is. How do we handle it? Because we're just asking to elect a treasurer. Electing the treasurer isn't a new thing. In the past, we've had a treasurer. I indicated from the beginning of the show. I believe it was Mr. Anma who was the treasurer. If not Mr. Anma, it was Mr. Ajibate, one of them. But we restructured a little bit at that time because we weren't bringing in resources. And so we figured one person could do the job. And so that's why there was an elimination of the treasurer position. And then we concentrated everything into one person's hands. But that has been over a decade. And things have changed drastically. Things have changed for this organization so drastically. We've now realized that, hey, you cannot have the same person who is writing the finances and making stuff, the same person disbursing the money, the same person writing it and all of that. No, there ought to be separation of duties just for clarity and to follow policy layouts, because we're reaching out now to outside organizations looking for funding. And all of our processes are going to be subject to audit and subject to scrutiny. If they come in to find out that the same person that is writing the check is the same person that is recording it, is the same person that is presenting it, they will be asking questions like, what's going on? We want some more clarity. So before they come asking, we decided that let's bring back a treasurer's position so that one person does the financial documentation aspect of stuff. The other person is responsible for the disbursements, and now the president, who is not supposed to be disbursing funds, will be disbursing funds. That was the need why we brought that position, and looking for very qualified individuals to occupy the position. And I think we're blessed. We have two very qualified individuals. They spoke eloquently to what they can bring to the table. I believe the associations, which is the board of directors for the organization, will be casting a vote today to give us a resource, to give us that resource so we can continue with the work. We will be very transparent with everybody. We have been transparent in the past. We'll continue to bring more transparency to what we do. And the documents are there for anybody's verification. So in terms of policy, as I indicated, now when we go to conventions, we'll present you with our financial statements where the organization stands. If we get internal auditing does their work, will also be for your consumption, right? All in the interest of transparency. You will see how much money we're able to generate. You will see how much money we were able to expend, and how much money we have, whether we have it in investments or where do we have those funds. There are works already going on for us to be able to create an avenue where even when we go to sleep, our resources will be generating revenue for the organization, right? So we are in the process of doing all of that. Once the board of directors, which is core, goes through all of these proposals we're putting before, and they sign up on them, we'll come back here and let everybody know. The way we are structured in policy terms, as you indicated, the executives don't just get up and then say, this is how things are going to be, and then they do it, and then that's it. No. We may come up with the ideas. We take those ideas, we put it before the core members and ask them and tell them that this is what we want to do. This is the vision we have. We want you to sanction this, or want you to agree with it. And once that agreement is there, then again, the executives now go into the implementation phase of it. The implementation phase is not entirely the executives. We pull core members also back into the implementation phase and then get the things done. That's why we have committees. We have a lot of committees. We're looking for a lot of folks to actually serve on the committees. We're looking for people from outside of the core, right? So people in the various associations at local level, we're looking for those volunteers to join us, come in and help us so that we work on these committees to get the work going. The more you get engaged in these things, the more you would understand what we stand for and what we do. Currently, I can tell you, I have some fantastic individuals who have volunteered and are part of some of these committees, and it's just fabulous when you have individuals devoting their time. We stay up late at night working on these things. So policy-wise, everything that we're doing, we want them documented. That is the vision. We want everything we're doing documented so that it becomes the way we run and govern the organization. We don't want to do things on the fly, and then the next time another executives or set of executives are elected, they come and then they said, oh, this is the way we're going to do it. No, we're putting policies together, all of us. That is why when we do the policies, we take it to core agrees and says, this is what we agreed on. Once we have that policy going forward, this is the way we're going to govern the organization, or we're going to lead the organization. If it needs to change, we go through a process and get it changed the same process, the same way we started. Not sure if
hey, Mr. President, Marco, number you delve into that to clarify one or two things. Yeah, yet we wish both of them luck, and we hope let the best man win, right? We wish them luck. They were two fantastic individuals, and each of them, we believe, will serve the organization well. So thanks so much for taking the opportunity to revisit that subject and laid it out the way you did. Mark, we'll read some few comments there. Then after that, Manyaba, the Empress, Mawusi, has a question for you that she's been wanting to ask. We'll take a break, and then when we come back, we would have the Empress. Marco, me I read comments, so Nana Biafi, me I take a break.
Okay, me I read comments, so of Steve Agbaji be adofuna mpanonya. Okay, so we're going to read some comments today. Miak Jagoma Cho Goma Jeja. Afo Kofi Hamanu Mienya Afo Muzenge about Washington waiting patiently at Afo Paul Sogbe. He have a good job, guys. About TV, about 24 TV, he have a great show. Matilda Akaho. He have is today a fancy spectacle day? Let me go get mine on. Oh, good morning, lovely people. A spectacle day. Nyanya mate chichi yibo dogo because na madri ko imaga no nu pomo tadi. Ta clear one ya ko mate ofo Steve Tomado dogo. Sister Akpene Abochi, oh, miapa special beautiful VP one ema ihaba, may his soul rest in peace. Patient Anochi Boati ihaba, may his soul rest well. Komi Tete ihaba, good morning Ofo Steve and Mama Saduji. Good show. We are welcoming President William. Ben Nuchuche Bahai Ofo President. The General Marcus himself, Stronyemalo, about watching live from London. Mary Dowonya, about good morning, my lovely people. Welcome on board, President. Patient Anochi Boating, good job, lovely people. Nyasala Klonukpola, comments you, La Fima so fire. Good job so far. Comments are not Novavam. I'm at the car 29, Mamia Pomagba. Ta 29 mamia hamiga me. Ta mi na gbapa popo viada opoga ko nemia ga trova na number na double. So don't touch that. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Show-Hosts-Efo and Empress Mawusi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
I have a dream. I have a dream that Ceana 2026 will be great.
Yes.
I have a dream again.
Yes.
That from New York to Boston, from Chicago to Toronto, all will be here in Washington, D.C. to make Ceana great.
Amen.
Salamare Wagarela Sojina Wabu, Iwabu Mayi.
Ako se kene na pe dia. Afuma pa yore kene ba dare ji ko hoy. O e wa na pe ya. Eh ma ko mo ko dare dia. Ko dare ji na Afrika. Ka ya fuju ko ma kai. Kan ka ma la shi. Oh ticket. Ticket to nyama plan. Ako dai. Ka ke mo lore injina ma no va vo. Ka ma da puke ya. Ako de mata ticket ta lo to ticket la ma shi go di. Ka injina kenyi mana na kyo. Ako Council of Airways Association of North America Ceana topa zama produma pasia pare 2026 kwela ganoga butu wala mama no boba azala bubu do di chika e ka jabana nya Ceana manola arona nya baton yo drowari jagona play ticket sisi latia wala ba pe amatola ga Maryland nya butu koma USA to koma wala ba tafaji waga Bethesda North Marriott Hotel and Conference Center Maryland, magudi wana diwagele ma. Kona la jago tu a 10 September kwa jingwa shike, toka ka to baba uraka kwa jingwa shike fa nkaka. Adrab. Kana nya babato, arona nya batu koma to, aro bani baji to, arona nya Ceana manolare. Bajaba azana tumu. To kunya maka, naji ticket ko. Awe mai na bala ma wonshi na nya ma damo ina nya ma. Kana nya bana la register ko to ke na register. Na register na prepare. Na prepare bana donate nya onare. Ceana tumu naza ko abadi do ko pamlo o naza koko nanka koko na ngoi ndoro ngoi bando dola fani baji aba ngoi doro ta bitu ko suku horuba ta parumanyo bijarumanyo mu e Ceana to wona mata no duaza o jona ngi ta je bo ha wona no woma to sunu da ta kana su bono daka fani ba masi de share kaka ta pu ya mabanka program ma bono ka 3 September ba un ka 7 September Maryland. Yeah, Bethesda North Marriott Hotel and Conference Center, Maryland. Emata Ceana ya lagi payama. Register na prepare na donate na level zira ya andala ana be donate ai pa ngai mala ta fa www. Ana uma ko Ceana. Kuna nyawe mai nara apa. Demo ana do na ho. Ikakala ba masa dedo. Ta nyamo yo machiga bisile. Yo, be ma bana.
Kawo no be ya na gala pa na so.
Hello, on behalf of Ceana, in collaboration with the Show-Hosts-Efo of Washington DC Metro Inc., it is our honor and joy to welcome you to Ceana 2026 Convention. We are proud to host this historic gathering in the heart of Maryland, and we are ready to take it to a whole new level. With bold vision and unwavering commitment, we are elevating excellence in every detail, ensuring that Ceana 2026 will be unforgettable. This year's theme, Preserving Culture, Inspiring Generations, is more than a slogan. It is a promise to honor our heritage, empower our youth, and unite our global Ewe family in purpose and pride. For decades, Ceana has been the heartbeat of a people determined to celebrate their roots and shape their future. From the vibrant rhythms of Agbaja and Bobobo to the quiet wisdom of our elders, every convention has been a living tapestry of tradition, unity, and vision. Join us from September 3rd to September 7th, 2026 at Bethesda North Marriott Hotel, Maryland. Come ready to reconnect, to rejoice, and to raise funds to help build our Eweland. This is your moment. Register early, volunteer your time and talents, give generously to fuel the future, and most of all, share the message. Let the world know that Ceana is not just alive, it is thriving. Together, we preserve culture. Together, we inspire generations. Together, with the Ewe Association of Washington DC Metro Inc., we build Ceana 2026. Join us to make history. Ceana 2026. Honor the past. Empower the future. Visit www.ceana2026.org for more information. See you there.
2026.
Yes.
Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Ofo-Steve and Empress Mawusi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Nyasela planu palam yodo wezona kotrova Ceana Central J. Miato misela commercial amabadi my president. Anya da biaga president. Tama be a president buddy. Mr. President.
Yes.
Marco already.
Mark already. Ever ready, battery.
My buddy. Mr. President, what leadership principles guide your decision making as president of Ceana?
What leadership principles?
Yes.
I think I've stated this before, and I would re-emphasize it. There are three core principles that guide me and lead my decision thought process. The first one is integrity. And if you have honesty, if you are honest with your people, if you are transparent with your people, and you talk freely, there's no reason why you will not get their cooperation. So one of the principles that guides my decision process, thought process, is integrity. We must have that. And I think it is a virtue every individual must have, right? In organizations that have actually thrived, that is one of the things that I have observed in the leaders that have actually been very successful. It is integrity. And so that's one of them. The other one is diligence. We have to be diligent in what we do. And again, it goes back to being very specific and clear with everything that we want to do. Let everybody understand it, right? Nelson Mandela said something in answering the questions. At one point, I read the script, and I think I fell in love with that over the years. And what he said was that a man who changes his positions or principles based on the person or individual that he is dealing with is not a person to lead a nation or to lead an organization. Right? So you have to be diligent. You have to be forthright with the people. And there it is. And the third that leads my thought process in all of this, having discussion with people, telling people my view, my vision, is drive for excellence. We have to be successful in everything that we do. Even if we fail at some point, we need to get back, pick it up, and think and say, how can we get it better? And these three core are the core of things that lead my decision-making process. So it's integrity, it's diligence, and the last one is drive for excellence. I don't think you're coming through. I think you're muted.
Sorry. Thank you so much for your answer. Mr. President,
yes.
Last year was my first time I co-hosted Ceana with Ofo-Steve. And I think this is the second or third time a group of people got up and donated in your name. I don't know where they came from. They all were dressed very fancy. They had special fascinators on their head. And I kept asking myself, what is going on here? What is going on? Nobody was telling me anything. But every year I see them walking proudly, and they donate in your name.
Right.
I want to ask, is this a fan club, or is it a new, what is going on? Like, is it a group we can all join, or, I mean, can you explain how that came about?
I think he asked the question with some seriousness, so I'll try to answer the question. I think it is the love that they had for the organization, and they've seen the passion that I have for the organization as well. And so for them to show their love and their commitment to the work that we've all come to do, they decided to say, fine, we'll have I think they call it the KUMAH girls, right? Yeah, I think they call it the KUMAH girls. Well, I think you're trying to know how all of that came about, but it is open. I believe I haven't sought for permission from them, but I think it's open for all to join. So yes, if anybody want to join, I think it's open for anybody to join. But it is just a group of individuals who admire what we do, and sometimes I think I've helped you all fundraise, and I'll lose my voice. And through all of that, we've had some conversations, and it blossomed from there. So that's what that is. But I think we're inviting people to join. I believe so. I never saw that question coming. I think I've been put on the spot. I'll go back and find out what they think.
Over membership, how about a dog rocho Ghana, Loita, KUMAH girls?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, Steve, Steve, I think you've been watching with the corner of your eyes. You've just been, you've not said nothing, but if you then you know more than I do, right?
Yeah, Marco Aponucho convention about we have a convention to organize, and you did speak and very passionately about it. Marco Atwanami update via the concerning convention. I'm a nya ale can be one as Ceana convention because me one PPA Fado vai. Yeah, I'm a shaman can associate with how we organize Ceana in the past. Okay, Cho Apeyama Magbriba latter part of last year, Vado Peyama, I like the structure of organizing Ceana. At Trovier, Marco Atwapo Nuvia the Chung, yes, secondly, how if we can dwell more about the preparation for this year's convention. Akbar.
Thank you, for Steve. I can't thank my vice president, who is actually based in Washington, and it so happened that they are leading to host us this year. I can't thank her enough for the leadership and that she brings to this. Also, I am a lucky guy. I got to tell you that, because the second vice president for the organization, Ceana, comes from Washington, D.C. as well. And he and I actually come from the same village. So it can't be better than, it can't be any better, right? The convention is on schedule, and it's coming beautifully. We need your cooperation. I talked about if you love someone, you love something, be there for the person. We want everybody to be there for us. So registration is number one, and it's key. Kakanemi manyao, ye last minute, I'm overlock or miaja, toto hegave. No question about that. Itam ye cocoa foam na mashama body, mashama le tax season ado, when you file your taxes, take those $200 to $300, get a registration done. Mamok pomba kaka February 9 wuga March nava middle of March. We should know the number of folks that are coming, and from there on, we are in a good shape to get all the logistics in place. Anything beyond March is going to throw the whole process out of gear, and we don't want that, right? There is now a lot of demand and a lot of requests from us, namely the convention. So we need you to do the registrations. That way we can get that out of the place. Nyapa, you would see Alabama Garabia and Mia Tudum, Namarek Blunyara, Miesene, Miakweira, Kojome, Alo. So we are listening to our feedback. Nyapa convention program is going to be altered a little bit this season. That we want people to be on the lookout for that. Register kaba programming lineup akatam. Yauragbe is when we give the cultural night, and we are doing this year. I think the theme for that evening's program is Ewe Heritage Cultural Night. The Ewe Heritage Cultural Night. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to blow you out. So be on the lookout, be there, come in and enjoy it. Thing that we're putting in place, it's coming up beautifully. And so we're still working at it. It's a work in progress. As of today, I can tell you it's going to turn out pretty, it's going to exceed your expectations. So we want you to be there for that. Nyapa excursion programs. This is something that I don't think we have seen or we have done before, right? What we're talking about, hop on, hop off, hop on, hop off. I'm sorry. We're taking you around the entire metropolis. You're going around on this. So you see something you haven't been there before. This is the nation's capital. You've not been there before. You want to hop off and go look at stuff, do your own thing. You hop off the transportation system. You go do your thing. When you're ready, you come back to another spot. We'll pick you up, and then it goes in that circle. So you're going to be cyclical, right? Now, I will plead with everybody to put this down on your calendars. Working with the team, working with the convention planning team, February the 22nd, I believe, February 22nd, we're going to have another town hall meeting. And this town hall meeting will purposely be about questions and answers for the convention and nothing else. We're not going to talk about the programs of this organization, where we're headed and all of that. No, that I'm talking about today. We'll find some other time to talk more about it if need be. We'll continue to have that conversation. February 22nd is the date, town hall meeting. February. After February, doing here, Carlo have Afi convention and I do. Mia 1 plus Suba, Miava, Mias, Miapa Susudo, Miapadam Dudo, the Miakoko would do it. February 22nd. I'll have the whole team with us. We're going to have a town hall meeting, and we'll go into details to answer questions about the convention. Now, one of the things that we want to change or we want to amend, which we have listened to all of you, the Miapa program line and Miapa memory that be a Magarabeja be your Buddha, you be your Akpovivila Asang, Damigavano Gabiam. It's simple. We plan to test that out, but for us to be able to test that out, we're going to have to work with fundraising team. Miapa Ndodzo, Alumia Nana, Nadza, a Gomedzaga, Jimuyama, Afi Jimuyana Wuma, Mia Gomedzaga. For Steve, you've led that effort before. You've handed over to Mr. Divine Kluche. We're going to start the fundraising again this month. And the earlier and the more we're able to get this out of the way, that will pave way for us to be able to do what we want to do and give folks the time to enjoy themselves on that Saturday. You see, so don't wait to come to the convention before you give us funding or you want to help us out. Try to do it before we get there. Once we were able to hit our target and we get all of those things out there, there's no reason for us to be using that time to try to fundraise, right? So that's one of the things. If we are able to fundraise prior to getting to the convention, then we'll make space on that Saturday and make way for folks to enjoy. But if that doesn't happen, and that's the only time that people are responding to us and they are there, we have no option but to be pleading with them to help us with funding, and which will take time away. We want to use time judiciously. From now all the way until August, we're trying to see if we can fundraise, get all the resources we need before we get there, so we can make time on the schedule for you. So Staff Fund, led by Mr. Divine Kluche, it's fantastic work you guys have put in place. When you go to our website, there's a place that says donate, right? Go to Ceana-online.org. Just go to Ceana-online.org. It's going to take you to the website and it says donate. Do your donations now. If you want to pledge, you'll be able to do the pledges now. Once we get all of that out of the way, we'll make time for you to enjoy the convention so much. The Miapa, we're working with the various teams. The marketing team is doing a fantastic work. We're releasing these informations almost every week. You're seeing a new information on your social media. Just click on that link. We've made it very, very easy. Click on the link, and there you are. You're registering. You click on the link, you're registering. You don't have to call anybody. If you need to call, there's a phone number there for you to call. But the marketing team and the registration teams done a fantastic job to make this very accessible and easy. What else do I have on that? Let's see. So yes, when it comes to the convention, we are on course working to get you everything that you need to enjoy your time at the convention. And this is DC. Before I forget, registration goes with accommodation or the hotel. So the way it's structured now, you can't call the hotel and say, I want to get a room when you have not registered. Thank you very much. Okay.
For President, thanks for Wonupwa. Miahle comments via da fi miako wana ko yijie. Mary Doena Mr. President, please, how do you take feedback as a leader? Thanks. Ben Nuchuche Haber, guiding principle for Ceana, integrity, diligence, and drive for excellence. Let us all buy into this leadership to move Ceana to the next higher level.
Thank you.
Yeah, Miapa VP1, Akpene Abochi Haber, Ceana is blessed to have Mr. William KUMAH as the president. I am so proud to serve with him. Miss Vivian, Madam Vivian Newman, Shikanya of Steve, Miapa of Steve Strong. About Mr. President, I would like to join the KUMAH group because I do not belong to any of the groups as of today. I would love to join KUMAH group if that is okay. Madam Vivian, I want to start Steve group. Hello? Yeah, my advice but na start Steve group lo. Okay. VP1 Gaba, the KUMAH girls started in DC. DC leads always.
Right.
Those are the comments we have so far. The question, the comments, Mr. President,
yes.
Mr. President, please, how do you take feedback as a leader?
Yes, Akbar. Thank you so much for the question. I think this is a great question and very important question. So many ways. Marakula Miapa website, there is a portal for you to send questions to the leadership, including myself. You can also call me on our phone. We have a dedicated phone line to the presidency or to the leadership. And then you can text me. You can send your questions even through the Ceana media, and it will certainly get to me. But I am available 24/7 to have a conversation on one-on-one with anybody at any time. My job gives me flexibility, so I'm able to do that. If you need my number, absolutely, I will text it to you, or we'll put it up, right? The Ceana phone number, we just got the phone, so let me check that phone. I'll get the phone number, we'll put it up, and you can call that phone number. I have the phone, it would come directly to me, and then we can have conversations. So feedback, yes, it could be through your core members, it could be to me directly, it could be to the vice president, it could be through Ceana TV. If Sister Empress or for Steve get hold of the information, certainly it will get to me. But I think the most preferable will be to talk to me directly. And so we'll put out the phone number, and you should be able to reach me directly.
Akpa no nukwa. Miako wana call you then by going to take a little break. Then I got trouble. Law for Steve.
Maraku mana number jiraka. If you're able to connect it, it is the mana number majiraka. It's 281. Marco Ahma.
Marco me John.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Marco Mobile. I thought I was giving you the correct number. I just got it, but let's keep going. I'll come back and I'll send it to you and you post it. Sorry. So yeah.
Yo.
Yes.
Nyato. Nemi Travade. Honorable Dafamapo Dado Ashinami. Afi last year Afi Ojo. Tanemi Trog body. Mia Fonucho Doya Odashina. Ceana kata ta nyasla kula nupola miga ya fiara ko miga troga batbi.
Yeah.
Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Show-Hosts-Efo and Empress Mawusi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Are you ready to start a rewarding career in healthcare? Become a certified home health aide in the state of New Jersey with our 2-week training program. Enroll today to begin your journey. It is simple. Email us at pccshhtrainingschool@gmail.com or newmanpccsinfo@gmail.com to reserve your spot in our New Jersey Board of Nursing approved training course. Receive expert training. Our hands-on comprehensive home health aid program offers more than just knowledge. It provides real-world experience. Learn directly from seasoned professionals who will guide you every step of the way. Transform your future with skills that truly makes a difference. Begin your career with expert guidance and hands-on practice. You will be certified and ready to launch a successful career as a home health aide. Don't wait. Start your healthcare journey with us today. Contact us to enroll. Call us at 862-755-8464 or 848-218-1555 or 773-960-5416 or send an email to pccshhtrainingschool@gmail.com or newmanpccsinfo@gmail.com. What are you waiting for? Grab this opportunity to transform your future with skills that truly makes a difference.
Ago namihe misenya yagbona Georgega. Mr. President Ofo William Kuma will be interviewed on Ceana Central this Saturday, January 17th, 2026 from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central Time, and 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Greenwich Meridian Time.
Miva na mia fufufu na mia bie president enya yomi ba mia bie. Enya da kama ba ma bie Mr. President enya body.
Mr. President, what leadership principles guide your decisions as president?
Nana ma tututu ma biage ma da mia ha mi vade na mia va bie question so president
me mia va glo mia for comment so di le mia for comment session na during the show na mia hni Abia President enya mi ba yo biao eyemi ana mi shout out. Nyasela klo nupola ka yimemi ragbehe. Ceana, helping build Everland. Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Show-Hosts-Efo and Empress Mawusi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Hey! Nyato well, a todo mama seruji ya magaragana ba Empress Mawusi alo tubazuku kwa Show-Hosts-Efo le Ceana talk to ajiva hiya le mamli dachong ndigawi de keva seren dogawi ve.
Yo, apa togbi oloko joko. Ka mama Marku Mapaba ni Brighton Avenue Magba, you know, comment aklama your general refan kodi. Ka yet never you are Brighton Avenue Magba.
Ye talk I'm Brighton Avenue nama.
Yo,
today won't be my top one.
Ragu aba the nama me biagi ma ale ka tagbereji aba banyama ba ma ba no for bas from like ba mi banya so ba. But malo camera could like a beard.
Maybe a question ma ho answer nam ho.
Yata for KUMAH-PRESIDENT very take break global honorable Roxanne Nelson Kwame Che da Pamakbo MP for South Dine, Yoganya majority chief whip. In Chomayova convention, ever the daughter Ashina, the leadership of Ceana. But Clemenya projects are handled Dumia. De Marco, go ahead with your question.
Mr. President.
Yes.
Near Jojo Menya Body, ye Honorable Dafamakova, MP of South Dai, a major chief whip of parliament, during his speech in 2025 conventional, as suggest by Mia launch Ceana le conventional le Ghana ha because Amado le Ghana wajiba yovana mi gaga ke omote afia vamu and Wonya makpakpong ha le Ghana ton ha bare para miawe ga ha na miashi lo mi gabuba mi America to ko ati ana ga ko tu aboduko mi anto mi nyaba fifia vawa mi akwa va ejo ta fifia fisha fi mi loko amasha mo chochon pla ame yo manya va on ha o chochon pla de aboduko po nu wona hu because fifia obo no yi the voter original mi o pomola o te fanya polo the fafa, the greenery, the mountainous views. In fact, I really want to invest into this area. Yet the farmer, honorable the farmer, excuse me, but glomba de miva launch Ceana hala Ghana day. Na me yomote America vaga vana gahan. Mia on how yote have yopa conventional la for hana yoha yona aga la fimaha. Tamara kuku plant car way la dodong. Ba mia launch Ceana le Ghana. Eye project kawe ha le domia ye mi bona gadago. Maroku nyagbajani.
Yo akbe mama saduji akbe na bia hafi mi yi amaglogoman miapa phone number ala miapa website ceana-online.org or Ceana-online.org. Either of them will take you there. And that phone number, that phone number comes to me 24/7. 706-246-4444. It's very easy to memorize. 706-246. And the 246 2, 4, and then 6. And then 4444. Ceana phone number. Lema. Na yo ama mamaraka po kanyan nyako po yara. Nyako mi phone directly. Da maraka tan yo phone number ma. Abe bia ha na bia fia alo na blofia. Sister na bia sister Mary bia questioner the phone number. How do we take feedback? Take suggestions and advice. Honorable Dapamokbo came and gave us an advice, and we did not sleep on it. We took it, and we're working to work with it. We are working with the governors of the organization, or the board of directors, not the government, but the board of directors. You can have core members or will put this before them. But we are working to actually have this launched, 2026 convention launched from Ghana this year. The details, we'll be working with the core to push out the details. But tentatively, Ceana le Ghana dukom kwama dora kamal togo manamio gadaula Ghana dukom ikanya projects ya o mia wo le Ghana near to library there angloga ajabamia kwa dashina aduko alo duma view alo duma to klo nolao nanamaki near to a medical laboratory the agotima akpokop yeha me koga dashina aduamato le matchma that nanye yi miame hio afayim ba miave akpo afada na miehia wona hawo mi ogbokpoge afi atrogo kala wona yo gbokpokpo ma nyaze yi make ha susuya honorable da fama po adonamia miela jadoma play wo ba miatanchi akpogumacho adam dodoma ta na anshangwe jatapo abale mi duena na mi doa ka mi wona yo ka tan woga da ma glona mi ka tan ba mi amahio adom ba mi ya pa la jinwa vamagba akla jinwa jinwa vamagba ikanya match ma nye boblo doga lo mi dagara mi apa media to gbono glena mashama na nkeka hewo mi doa mi ana mashama nasa nkeka mawo agba afia mankuma koshia gbe na gbona ye nye guduga kla nyapa koto adamu yakla mi homa no plio kan taita nyamata gbogblom na mi ba gbeigbe ala alo gbeigbe ala na ma ye dogo kla nyapa call members we mi adro amo man ka hiwo mi dashiro jikama ka chofma next week koka nkakao adogo lododo kata adogo anu mashama gbo ta nanamai nya wanao la gba nkake ama la namai nya wanao. We take advice seriously, we take feedbacks, and we want to work with the feedbacks. So we encourage people to send us feedback, give us feedback, or give us suggestions, and then we'll take it into deliberations. The phone number 706-246-4444. I can't thank you guys enough. You're coming up strongly. As soon as I gave it to you, it's right there. We'll help you to improve your service to the Ewe land or to the Ewe community.
Akpa no nyadodwa. A comment deka gava from BK Dagadu. Abba, good afternoon, Mr. President. Are you planning on visiting various Ceana associations in the country before this year's event? I think it is very important. Thanks. Afi Esther Kumihaba, that's my president. So proud of you. May God grant you divine wisdom, strength, and supernatural favor as you lead this great mission. Akpakaka from yako comments o madakuku mina comments on novavamla. Igana ideka na miada da miano enya bia miano grilimu. Miaha me ask questions so sia. Biabia Longwaji na President Enyaba, Mr. President, are you planning on visiting various Ceana associations in the country before this year's event? Marakuku Apiadrum.
Marakuku, exactly. I think it was a suggestion. It was also an advice. And so, yes, that is going to happen. It's actually underway. Now that we have technology, I don't have to fly directly into every single state. If I want to do that, I think either Ceana goes bankrupt or I go bankrupt. We don't want to do that. A lot of the organizations use technology to have meetings, just like having a meeting with the community at large right now. They have these mechanisms in place. So I am in communication with the leaders, and this is certainly going to be happening. I'm requesting from association to association to have a one-on-one with the organizations and go in depth with what Ceana actually stands for. Because a lot of time, the questions some associations are asking themselves or asking their leaderships is, what is in it for us to join Ceana? Gumapokpoke lama na yo vi gara Ceana ma. Aba na yo gara Ceana ma. Oglogabo wajabe yo joga. Ajabe yo ukede gumapokpo lama. Gumapokpo lama asubo lagbaba. Asubo lagbaba. Ceana is helping the local organizations to build their organization. Ceana is helping the local organizations to financially build their organization as well. So there's so much that we cannot get into all of it today. But when we have that conversation, you will see the benefits. The local organizations financially, because every single local organization needs financial stability, needs financial resources. And Ceana is here to help you to do that. Ceana is here to help you to do that and do that massively. Yeta ma glomba miapa program lineup na mi yida convention pa ma miesa miapa dangdodo mietrom ve mahio convention vaga anya Ceana pa leadership pa tarojingba mahio kata mala habobo mo volvana convention woga gagara aloa gara habobo hiola opa gologium ahio to states yo Ceana a local association malio miagba badzamba nya wo dokle mahio vavama nya kperonchi wodo habobo mao. Everybody can do it. Anybody and everybody can do it. All we need is you need a little push, and Ceana is here to get you that push. The details are there. We'll provide them. We've started having conversations already. And let me either Ceana na mawadi mia adogo September ma nyama habobo ro khogere Ceana have come here takakamema. So the benefits are there.
Okay. Comments at the Kahangava Aomoto Invaloba Ewaga has birthed an amazing president.
Birthed.
Sister Matilda Akaho Hamba, Mr. President, let's reconsider the decision to roll out the Saturday fundraiser. I think adjusting the way might be better versus rolling it out completely. My humble opinion. Also, Michael Fiachinhaba, Mr. President, what are your thoughts and suggestions on a proposed project that would not fit within the budget or the allocated funds designated per each project Ceana sponsors? Afi Esther Kumi Haba. Esther Kumi is actually Esther Adams. What are you and Ceana doing to get many more of our youth to engage in our mission, especially the ones working in this country? Madakuku nyabia yoka ava emoji. The first question is suggestion by Sister Matilda Yenyaba Yedakukuta Obamia reconsider the decision to roll out the Saturday fundraising. Looking up what Nyamangwe.
Madam President from New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yes. She's the president for Mawusi of New Jersey. And this past convention, they surprised many of us with their efforts towards the fundraiser. It was a shocker, and thank you for leadership. If I have come across by ruling out completely Saturday fundraiser, then I made a mistake. I am not suggesting that we're completely ruling out a Saturday fundraiser. I think so. Your opinion or suggestion is 100% in place. What I'm saying is that people have requested, but they want more time to be able to enjoy that Saturday banquet evening. So we will, yes, as you indicated, we'll readjust that so that people will have time to enjoy it. But what I did say also is if we are able to fundraise significantly and met our targets, then there's no need, to be occupying the space that Saturday. That was what I was trying to say. But it may have come across I'm saying that we're not going to do a fundraiser on Saturday at all. I apologize if that's the way it came out. That's not what I'm indicating. So I think your suggestion is in place, and we'll keep it. We'll keep it very close. Yes, the suggestion is well taken.
Akbar, for Michael Fiachi,
yes.
What are your thoughts and suggestions on a proposed project that would not fit within the budget for the allocated funds designated per project Ceana sponsors?
Okay, good question. Very good question. So here is my take on this whole thing. And again, Mr. Michael Fiachi is also the president for Lolonyo from Carolina, the Carolinas, right? Very good friend of mine. To answer the question, let me state this. One prominent leader, African lady president from Liberia, I think the name is Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, when she was addressing the graduates at Harvard University, said something, and I took that to heart, and it's been one of my mantras ever since. And she said this when she was the president to them. She says, "If your dream does not scare you, they are not big enough." Okay. If you have a dream and that dream does not scare you, then the dream is not big enough. So I am not perturbed about what we wanted to do, what we should be doing. Having said that, I think the specific question is, what are my thoughts and suggestions on a proposed project that wouldn't fit within the budget? Well, the projects that we have currently today, all the projects that CORE have approved for us to implement, they were based on our revenue generated per year. So we are able to undertake the projects based on funding that we already have per year. I'm not sure if that is clear. The way we accept the projects is we accept projects, we vet the project, we submit the vetted projects to CORE. The projects every project has all the projects, small scale projects, are $30,000 per project. Sometimes we go a little over what is budgeted, but we come back to CORE and seek course approval to be able to do those things anyway. Now, Project Mawa, we have funding for them in our budgets. The funding is there. We don't submit projects when there is no funding per se. We have funding for them. But this question is a very important question, because I think the question is saying that, should we have a project and there is no funding, how do we go about that? And that's why I said what the Liberian former president said, that we have to find the money. We are in the business of finding money and that's my job, is to go find money from wherever we find it, so we can sponsor these projects, build the organization. So I am not scared. Am I scared? Yeah, but saying that I'm not going to do it because
it's too expensive.
Yes, because there's no funding. No, we'll put our head out there. We will do whatever we do and try to find the money. And then, whilst on this, let me say this also. There's a lady who is helping us tremendously. Out of nowhere, the lady sent us a text message and said, I work with a bank and our financial institution gives out funding to organizations such as yours. So go out and fill out this information, send it, and I'll make sure that it gets through for you to get the funding. I jumped on that. We got that process going. So you see, if we get people who love us, and everybody loves us, all of us love this organization. If we all get into the habit of doing that, before we know it, the funding is there. I don't know how much money we're going to get from that process yet, but my understanding is it probably will be a continuous thing. So we're setting ourselves up so that there will be continuous funding because of the type of work we do.
We do, right?
Yes, because of what we do, right?
Okay.
People are there to help. They themselves wouldn't be able to take the money and go do what we do. So they said, if you are able to do this, we will give you the funding. And so I need everybody's help. I can't do this by myself. Mama and I cannot do this thing by ourselves. For Steve, we cannot. We need everybody to be part of this. And so we can get it done. People have talked about write grant. I've put my head into it. The other time I called a few other individuals, we got into this. One night, we spent 5 hours trying to get through certain things. And so we're working on stuff, but we need people to give us information, help us, just like this lady did. And I think this is a manna from heaven, what she did. So I know there are so many of these things out there. People know about them. So send them our way. We will do the legwork, and then we'll get the outcome, right?
Akbalo, Mr. President, for answering.
I don't know if I've answered Mr. Fiachi's
Well,
question.
he said, thanks for rephrasing the question and perfect response. Well spoken, Mr. President. Aba Akba. Miato minyaba na obwa vivima za dodom na kopoto ta miaga ahna last comment acho Sister Esther Kumi habe ganye Esther Adams.
Yes.
What are you and Ceana doing to get many more of your youth to engage in our mission, especially the ones working in this country? Very briefly, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're doing everything we can. Let me tell you the steps, what I have done as an individual or as a team, which is the executives. On behalf of the executives, I wrote a letter to Georgia State University here, to the administration director, asking for a database of all students or Ghanaians that are students at the school. And once I get that information, I want to target that group of individuals. They are in college, they are young, I know they are there. It's just that they don't come out to associate with us. So I'm looking forward to getting a positive response from them once I send them invitation. I want to meet with them, and then we'll talk about our organization. Now, that was just a pilot program that I started. If I see that there's a positive outcome, the idea is to push it to the various states, the other states, try to get every investee or the investees that we can find the youth in those investees, try to pull them up so that they join us. So that is the first thing in 4 months that we've taken office. That's what we've done as executives. Now, there are so many other approaches. We need everybody. We need the parents to help us, our children, and we know their heritage. So we need to speak with them. We need to bring them to the convention. And I can tell you, this time around, going to Washington, D.C. Convention, we've not been able to do that. But the thought process is, when we get there and we see some of them, what is hindering them from coming? Is it because of the cost to come to a convention? If we are able to find funding to sponsor them, will they come? Now, I'm talking about the youth that are in school right now, right? In that segment, if we can sponsor them so that it will be an incentive to bring them, we want to look at that. We don't have funding for that yet, but we have to get some sponsorships and see how we can do that. If that also proves positive, we have to expand on it. But then those who are not in school, but then they are in the youth category, we're working to make sure that there are programs that are incentives for them to be able to come along. And I can tell you, the work that we're doing, community service in itself, is a program that has an incentive to be able to pull the youth, I believe. We have to teach the young ones that being serviceable to our communities, it's a work of God, right? So there are quite a number of things that we're lining up. You have our conversation. If you have any ideas, Sister Esther, please send us those. We want to engage them. I know Sister Adams very well. She has four beautiful daughters. They all went to Ivy League schools, and I think they'll be fantastic to help us in this effort, right? It'll be fantastic to help us. So I'll be talking to Sister Adams. She's right here in Georgia with me. We'll have conversation and see what ideas does she have for us, or what ideas can we get from her daughters, right? And that would be fantastic. So thank you for the question. I think that was just a nudge that say, hey, let's do something. All right.
Yo, Mr. President, I want to Atlanta, Washington, Towe, at the Badam, Agbaman, and Washington, UA start. KUMAH girls, yes, sister, have your way best the super president from Atlanta. You can Chicago, you just say to Mia Documila Makoyi.
Steve. Marakuku, here's the thing. I think is the same thing that the ladies from DC were talking about, right? They have some passion for the organization, and they saw me fundraising, and so then they rallied around me, and then we're doing it. It's not necessarily because I'm not from DC, right? They are from DC. I mean, they live in DC. I live in Georgia, but here we formed that little club. So I think what I wanted to say is, if I happen to move from Georgia today and I live in Minnesota or I live in Alaska, I am the same individual, and all these individuals that have love for the organization or have seen some passion will still rally around all of us, right? So it doesn't matter in which state somebody lives. I think the bigger picture or the bigger thing is the ideas, the vision. Can we get this done? I think that's what's driving folks.
Yo, Mr. President, Marco Minnesota, I live with them like ni to the mamo, I made a cuckoo bomb, Minnesota. We still need you for the next 3 years. Maybe you da Alaska, I have at one we da Alaska for Minnesota. I have the cuckoo bomb, don't he? After a few years at one way in Minnesota.
I see.
Marco, we just wish everybody well. The Marco, I like and wo you, Marco. I'm a shaman. Yo, Marco, Mr. President, Marco Aglepa. If your dreams don't scare you, then it is not big enough. Then it is not big enough. Banyama Aglo. With regards to for Biggie. Michael Fiachi, if I could read between the lines, I could go I like Ceana operate within a time we come and we ask the members to suggest projects, and then it goes through the whole process of vetting and what have you, and then we approve a certain number. The last cycle, we approved 12 projects. And so we're going down the line. It's a markable question, but you may appropriate now funds for those projects. Can let me put project are there? Hey, so big enough. Yeah, it is not part of that. If there is any way you would join in the approach for it, which from your answers, something might be in the works, or you are considering something because you might think Michael Fiachi, you might be looking into some crystal ball. But we should all prepare ourselves to work outside the box. I don't think outside the box, so that the box, so that we can do something significant and big. We want to make Ceana bigger, many big again. We want to make Ceana bigger, many. We have spoken a lot. Many of you they have sent you some few questions. So Mama said the Empress Glaber as a dominant a couple of Toyota. Me Gigaba me wrap up. It can be a last show. I have any question out there. I feel that you need to. Many is share we get the opportunity to speak with the president. Please send them in. Academia take a quick break. They name me VA. Then we'll talk about our program lineup and upcoming shows. So Afi, Mr. President, Nanami, closing remarks. Although never have any special announcements, then we'll take it. We'll take that. It at a place. Don't touch that down. We're taking a quick break and we'll be back with our program lineup and upcoming events before the president's closing remark. We'll be right back after this short break.
Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Show-Hosts-Efo and Empress Mawusi. Ceana, helping build Everland. Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Show-Hosts-Efo and Empress Mawusi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Yo, Akbar Nami, Agba Minufunkla, the president of Ceana, Mr. William Adam Kuma. Yeah, we've talked about a lot of things. Agba Itamiadak Bename Shameka joined me to listen to the president. Ceana Media, and miaba program to here, then we will warm up. Now, me have a lot of program lineup all miapa miapa program lineup all go suma like a bugbe. It a miadak when a miaba PRO, Madam Empress, Mawusi, Kujao, Tucci. You want to go soon fifia put together a video of miaba program lineup. Let's look at a program lineup on Ceana Media everywhere. Subscribe and get notified. Yet I'm a shame I can America me subscribe. Let me subscribe America me encourage me and of you play me hollow am shama. No hano subscribe then me actually. At that my dark gardener ever 24 in dear Eric Agbolosu a young they would dedicate some airtime to be able to carry Ceana Central every week. It dark gardener for Eric Agbolosu free of charge, but they are our media partners, and for them dedicating their airtime, Miadakbana for Eric Agbolosu and the team at 24 Nami. Marco ni program lineup, okay, upcoming events at the winner. Let me have any program lineup, allo program are coming up, America, Minaminya, Namia, Anok, the Padam Long. A few can we have a yenya. On March 7th, Agba, this very evening, Mianovioka, Delaware Valley, Yenya, Novino, Haboboa, or upper end of year, low beginning of year celebration warm. It's at 6 p.m. this evening. If you would be around the Philly area, Mama America, join them and have some fun with them. March 7th, Miada Ivy Kwashi Bakler, the National Council of Ghanaian Associations, New York area, Okpashi Panemia celebrate the 69th independence celebration, Owaga New York. Mark your dates, mark your calendars, and if you are in and around the New York area, then I join you. On August 1st, Novishi Association is turning 20th anniversary. Celebrate again. Alomagbleba mini about 20th anniversary. Celebrating. Yet I'm a shaman. I'm a calendar. Nemia Jagba. Nemia Ba. Nemia Pashi. Mia celebrated 20 years of excellence serving the people of the Everland within the New Jersey area. Of you color ever 24 our challenge every year over you a new program at the worker or your neighbor Diaspora Connect. Yenya Bamia Mukola Diaspora me and Nugedo warm, and we are doing so much. Yoji Jimba, they would connect us to be able to speak with them, share our views, our experiences. Yet are those who would like to be featured, that we have so many in academia, in architecture, in the law, just across the Milafia, Minugedo. I'm not just here in the US, but in the whole diaspora. So please, let's stay connected in a way of signing up to be interviewed so that we can tell our story, to be able to enhance our contribution to both our country and the world as well. Yenya ever 2024 when the program in diaspora connect. Marco minu mido jagada show Ceana 2026. I don't know how else we can say that. Nama register hadako in choma Miabe Piara Nami update by over 340 people had already registered. Don't he egba no dogabi anami update don't he awu kama yetade Marco go and register today. On the September on the 30th and June 30th, Team Washington will be on hand day and come and tell us a little bit more in addition to what the president has told us. Yes, Ceana Central, we are also working with His Excellency Royas. Royas now, he's the honorary consular of Indonesia, Ghana, to see if we can get him to come to be featured next week, Saturday. Mia Dakpena lawyer Paluha have volunteered, but he would come and be part of our guest list in the future. Core members, so Mimi Ajom, we had scheduled this time, if we had already taken advantage of that, we are waiting for the rest of the core members. So now, I volunteer me adoki so that we can hear what is going on. Let me have a go look kata. Eta America, please make yourself available to Miaba Piaro na watu hapo. Eta Madam Piaro, nyamanyana nyara levi akoko piafi mia ayide present bo no anami yapa kuku.
Madakuku, anya katanya yema no gloho gakamajiba mana. Big shout out to Miapo former president Dr. Chachu Nyamadi. Inhabe Miapom sesien ta money shout out to my Bleneba. Thanks for all the work he did and still supporting Miapo Shoaha. Ewa 24 TV, but those of us whom are proud of you and proud of the work you do and are ready to support you. For Michael Fiachi Haba, for Steve, you and Madam Empress are really doing a great job. Keep it up. Afi Ewa 24 TV, but Ewa Diaspora Connect, Yenyan Corner program ya oba yogbona goma jaga. Albert Kujo Akpagana, he have a great job of Steve, Mama Saduji, and Mr. President KUMAH. We are all proud of you. Anyaya likwenyaba woba fifia hotel rooms for conventional miame yo me register on or before November 13th. Madakuku oba mi check miapa inbox so odo email lo ndami demi. Na mi po email la fima de mi miapa spam alo junk mail folder made na mi avaji la fima na mi ekpe la fima how de afi mi yo convention planner so le 703-791-9987 allo 240-603-1679 elevevie miawo doma kata afi miayo afi no or a follow up no come me register on November 13th and after Oba miafa reservation confirmation emailer yenya next batch ya vavaga tap madakuku migbojidi email vavaga magazine ha Ceana 2026 magazine na anyaba ejetuba enyakpo alo ejedeka yejibe ya feature magazine na plus space oba fa na va ava plus space alo na business adela show na jibe ya feature business ale magazine ama oba fa ni kwena wanyaba na yoyo alo miayida over website G shikanya www.ceana-online.org/magazine.php aha mia ya fima mia upload mia kwa information no na mi upload and have body mia ga gbugbo yo na bia obede merakuku information ya mokodo da mi yi alo na mi ba yo update information ya mi na ho ha fa mia te aga gbugbo ayiji a update information na ye ma kwa mi le screen na ji over full page enya 200 half page enya $100 ye nka quarter page enya 75 enya na lifu kaka makpobo o afa ya mamaganya kpokpomlo you go multiply na full page fa tana ma full page na ma na nye enemy so full page na ma kpom ko you go fa jona boom ta me we fa if you want to me na mi ado vivi na mi anoni ohun epe a ta over town hall meeting na enye February 22nd madakuku mi mark them ya calendar oji save the date a town hall meeting for convention planning questions and alemia wododonwo na convention na nabajeji na mi dedie nyama nufoga fio anya yo la shinya fia yikwema ta mia ako wanako Efo Steve. Should we hand over to President to give us his closing remarks now?
Before he does that, Marco Donkuji number Chicago, how about you will 69th near Independence Celebration award auto March 14th G. Mia Babajaga will showcase their overflyer next week. And then if you are going to be in and around the Chicago area, Miaba Independence and Miakatanto, so please make a date as well. Yo, Madam President, Madam PRO, Marco, take it away with the President.
Yo, Mr. President, Ofo President, manyaleke magayo go. Daka mieta kpano kaka ba agba jimo avalo shwajina limi. But gama masu back. You spoke a lot. You have so much to say. I see how compassionate you are about Ceana and things concerning Ceana. Gakanto anya ya za dodonta alabamia a jomojina ma amabubu hana vata. Ate anyami o closing remarks pi adokwa.
Akpe miawe la doji miawe bonove dog mama Seluji kla Efo Steve miawe la doji mauna yirami ya yiramak na yina miapa association so katang nolau kla hama nolau katang bia maupa zogwenye ifa manuova opalamo the cow bia na miakata eyina abajuko godo mahio association so mahio malamu ha mahio susuombe yodo association so alo yogara doma mabiaba maupa mangova klefang tetama na atutumi katamba mia awu dohel alogloli maganomo enya hikoma gnare mia gbo yenya ba ha pangogba yi apa tutudo ba wonya nane ika mia kata gbereka na mia valio mia tobio na global mia tobio na global yo tobio yo fufu yo dao yo dadao wudo heo dari na mi amo pa baba ko zame miele dama biamba mashama na kpashirem ayi mala marakem ta nan tatala shiu ikabana tanga kparemyang la guorema committee manonoyo ko banana yo adang dodo amraku na do miagbo alba miakata miawe na wonyo ta ba abia mamleto ba miapa convention ya gbona Ceana wa dodo klo wona okata agba ha mi lafia ikata na convention va tameo na convention malio ka habobo malio na mi apoya covid vakra ha mi ma ve don la president nyamadi pantete agbaba ao ya na covid va ma gomi nyoba jeba hana wo jeba mi awonane ta ajimon Maka Yemiawo Convention, the 2020 and 2021. New convention, Yikaba Mimakbata, Pumiano Gakamio convention. Amafia Habobo Ceana, if Mon Popocata, a convention, G, a bah, Mazagba, ma abia to Michelle Shiba Mishamana Jagbano, Lonko, I register. I leba Nemia Yida DC day, Nemia way, or no, Hannah have to do. Let's leave a good legacy. Let's leave our footprints on the Everland. And the only way we do it is for all of us to contribute in our various ways, whether it's a monetary contribution, it's part of being a committee work, or both, or offering advice in some fashion. Let's come together and let's build this organization of ours. Akbenami, Nyawewa Wudo, Nyawe Bonavado.
Akbalo.
Yo, Akbar, Mr. President, you couldn't say it any better, but let's leave a legacy, let's leave a footprint. Akbar, Akbar na Ameshameka, Vakpademian Egba, Miwana, Cho Ghana, to go right to London, right to Germany, Kakabakoda, US, Canada, Midakbena, Miakata, ba Mifa, Akwawana, Tapa, Nami, one at the Blibo. Midak penami na namaka kui next week we got to trogava it America make a date. Until then the inconyenye footsie. Take care of yourselves and of each other. Marco Magblami the Mama Sadiji Empress Mawusi ba Ashima na waklomi at that day. Empress, Marco, take it away.
Akbanao Ofo Steve. Ofo President Akbano Kaka. Today has been a very great show too. Every week it's getting better and better. Afi mana your closing remarker, Madam Matilda Akahoba, thanks, and also remember we have only Saturday dinner attendees and la gadamaglana de chiu. Nanama glory manyatape. But we can have fish, meat, everything, koto, everything in the soup. It's all going to be good soup. Akbano. For miako comments o kata fifi miako wana cover onupe miato ava mina micho the kawa work blango yi ya ifa vaijo miako anigba pongo yi ya akami amabubu adaka mo ganamio mianto we aliji blaga elabana amanto yo ifa kweba akplako eye koklo homa panu no koklo duma vinyanya yikonya nu vevio mo honala machio Tanya selakpla nukpola no koklo kwato ochoindi no koklo kwato ochoindi de mianyamba Ofo Steve ple enye Empress Mawusi enye ganya tugbazuku enye ganya Mama Saduji miawe akpadam na micho miako jimakalo agayi next week Saturday on another date miako wonderful program ada agavanami ta baba yinamilo zananyo nami he bye.
Really love to stay with you. I really have to go back home.
Whoa, whoa. The beat scientist.
Tu menyo me soirée, tu menyo me soirée. Tu menyo me soirée, tu menyo me soirée, me qui bena.